First of all, is there such thing, and I'll bring it to you, Khadija, is there such thing as halal dating? You hear it all the time. Back in the day, Islamically, we know how we're supposed to do it. Man and a woman are not supposed to be alone in a room. Fine. Okay. But is there a way to get to know a person and still keep it halal?
Can I be honest?
Right? Because our parents did it like that.
Keep it real.
Our parents did it like that. But today's world, we're having a little bit more harder time.
I don't think it's possible just to accept you're doing haram dating and move on.
That's it.
It is what it is. Are you going to have a third person on every date?
Yeah.
Are you going to have a third person in your group chat? Are you going to have a third person on the line? No, it's not halal dating. You can tell yourself it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
What is halal dating, to be honest? Like,
technically, I think there needs to be one. Like there needs to be a third person.
Oh yeah, you gotta have okay.
Yeah.
But here's my thing: as long as you keep the conversation halal, I think that's all that matters.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As long as you guys are, if your intentions are just to get to know a person, it's like when you're at school and you got a project and you're put into mixed genders of groups.
Yeah.
Are you in a haram situation because you're forced to work with Tim, Dick, Harry? No, because you're keeping the conversation professional.
Right.
So if I'm in the middle of dating someone and I keep the conversations halal and I keep the distance halal and I just treat it like I'm supposed to treat it. Yes, there might not be like a family relative next to us, but I think I was raised well enough to know this is what's right, this is what's wrong, and this is how I have to go about it.
Right.
I think that's the new 2016. I know people are gonna come in the comment
Are you
back
gonna keep
like,
it professional?
crazy motherfucker.
Are you guys gonna keep it that conversation? How's that conversation gonna be professional?
But you're having a regular.
Like it's a dating type
No,
of
you're
thing.
dating, but you're
You know what I
speaking
mean?
to each other. But you're not saying I want to bust it wide open for you right in front of this Denny's restaurant. No, you're just having a regular like, what do you like to do?
Anyway.
This is what I like to do.
Wrong with Denny's,
We're not
though.
going to talk about like sexual activities and body parts. We're going to talk about how our day went. And hey, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
How long would you do that for? Like, is it like
Exactly, because you're not made out of
But you
bricks.
can
You're not
tell
made out
if
of
you like
concrete.
somebody. I can tell tomorrow if I like somebody. Like I could marry that guy. Just off a couple traits, I could marry that guy. Doesn't mean it would last. I could marry that guy.
could marry
That's the
him.
difference, right?
Going back to what you said, Kareem. Okay, so going back to halal dating or non-halal dating, whatever we want to call it. How long should one court each other? I'm going to call it
6
courting.
months.
Before because again, the problem is a lot of people are jumping into marriage, right? And then the divorce rate is really high. So how long, and you guys can answer individually, should you court or date an individual before you jump into marriage?
6 months. That's the
6
number.
months.
I think less than that. Less than that.
Wait, I'm actually interested to know what.
You know why? Because here's a concept, right? The whole point of it is halal dating, right? So I'm trying to keep it halal.
No,
I want the halal
I see.
I want the halal
I see.
I want the halal
I see.
halal
Just say dating.
I want the halal. You want to saying dating? Then that's a different story.
Okay, we'll call it dating.
But if you, I don't want halal. So haram taku dafto.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
For realistic purposes.
Like that's just my view, but still.
Realistic purposes, we're gonna say just dating. How long do you date an individual before you make that decision to marry? Iman, you said 6 months.
I think if you don't know by 6 months, it's not going to work. You should know.
Okay. Now, are you
6 months.
saying
I say
date
3
the person 6 months and then marry?
No, just know that, I've spoken to this person. He has these traits. This is what he's looking for. This is what I'm looking for. It matches up. I think you'll find the real love after marriage. I think that's where like the real in love comes.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you should know within 3 to 6 months if this is someone you can build something with.
Right.
So I can see myself building with him.
Yeah, Kareem, you were like, hell no.
Definitely more than 6 months.
Why? What can you learn in 3 months and 9
so
months?
This is okay. So I'm gonna speak from
Khadijah's
personal.
also against
Do you want tax
so
breaks?
both women
Let him
against
answer.
you.
Okay, no. Okay,
answer,
so
let him
personal
answer.
experience. Like
Yeah.
I've had my fair share of relationships that have been like 5 to 7 months, right? And they've ended after that. So like, I dodged a fair amount of bad potential marriages if it was like this 6 month clock.
Maybe you're
and
the problem.
thing is, 100%. Maybe I am.
Maybe you're the
Or
problem.
maybe she's the problem.
So the other-
or maybe
right.
she's the problem.
So the other aspect, when you meet somebody fresh, so assume this is not like a friend or somebody that you met through an acquaintance or something, like somebody fresh.
Yeah.
The first 6 months, like people put on facades. They're trying to put their best face forward. They're trying to impress, and it's not because they're trying to lie. It's just human nature.
Right.
We
Yeah.
show up to interviews, we put on our best suit, we look the best, right?
Right.
The first 6 months of it, people are trying to impress each other. Like to me, I have a 6 month, like you don't see the real person and the real traits until it comes to at least 6 months. So to me, to jump into a marriage after 6 months, to me, I think is
So someone's gonna play you for 6 months?
Yeah.
I think that person's
We won't
wrong
play
to
you for
begin
years.
with.
right. But the thing is,
If they're playing you for 6
If they're
months,
playing
they'll
you for
play you
6
for 12
months,
years.
they'll play you for 12 years.
They can keep it going. They can keep it
Like, that
going.
makes sense.
Sorry.
I would rather cancel them out right away if I knew they were facading for 6.
but what if you didn't catch on?
Nobody's gonna finesse it that way.
Wasabi for 6 in the 6.
Okay,
Yeah, facading.
Okay, hold on. So
Yeah.
you're saying 6
minimum
months.
6 months a year to a year.
Okay, so Khadija, you were completely against that when he
No,
started.
so I didn't understand what you were saying. Just
Yeah.
so we're on the same page, just let me understand. Are you saying after 6 months, to a year, it's okay to consider the person for marriage, or
No, from day one, I don't date people unless it's somebody that I potentially could see myself marrying. Like I'm too old to be like, you know, just going on casual dates just for fun.
Real
You know what
talk.
I mean? Like,
Real talk.
the other thing also,
Don't waste
as,
my
You
as a
swipe,
guy,
we swipe.
dating is hella expensive. Like I ain't taking somebody out and spending money unless this is somebody that like I could see as a wife. So from day one, I'm judging this person. But to me, it's kind of like, because you're not going to know the person truly until you move in with them. I need that time to be able to pick up on these traits. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a year.
Yeah.
But you
Okay, is it okay to have like open relationships where you can like date people?
Take it to
They're not
I'm
really-
actually on the same
Chipotle.
page.
It's delicious.
So now you.
Chipotle these days.
Yeah,
I
no,
understand that,
Chipotle.
you know?
I don't have standards for food.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Kareem. I just want to let you know that you have
Yeah.
one over
No,
Khadija.
he didn't win me over. We're on the same page.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
didn't realise we're on the same page.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So
No, because it is a good point. 6 months.
Does
to a
anybody
year.
not believe in love at first sight?
Personal experience, like, okay,
People
so
have
You know,
another-
it's
Nobody believes in love at first
Sorry,
sight. You've never seen that person and said, "Oh my God, watch out!" Hi. You never had that.
sorry, Samantha wants to say something.
To answer LG's quick question real quick, love at first sight, I don't know, I believe there's infatuation at first sight,
Yeah.
because it also really depends on your definition of love. Love is a conceptual term. It means many things to many different people, right? So for some people, love can just be like, yo, we took a nice picture on Instagram, we got 65 likes in like 2 minutes. This is amazing. We're in love. You know
Yeah.
how beautiful you are as a couple?
Yeah.
Look at that. We're in love, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot more than like a Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj track. It's you know what I mean? So, but the thing is, to answer like Iman was saying, 6 months is enough. I really believe that the content of your discussion, if you're talking about some really hard hitting topics, and you're not talking about, let's go catch Pokemons, you know what I mean? If you're talking about, what would you do if I lost a job? What would you do, huh? You know what I mean? How would you react if this happened to me? And if you talk about very serious discussions for 6 months, I guess that's pretty good. But the thing is, if you're going out having a good time, hey, let's go to Chipotle, let's just chill, Netflix, whatever. 6 months is not enough time, because half the time you're not even talking. You're just enjoying each other. You know what I mean?
So, speaking of love, do you feel that in our Somali community, all right, is love does it even exist?
Oh, for sure.
does it
Absolutely,
exist in our-
absolutely.
I'm gonna go back to
Yeah.
Bueller. Bueller, does love even exist in our community? And what is love to you?
jacaylada hadda jiro ma garanayaan markii aan fiiriyey wuxuu u badan yahay jacayl oksiyoona wax la yidhaahdo ha ku qadin lacagan ku garaa ani maa rabo oo maxaa iida qof aan rabin waxaa sidee ula joogaaba lamaba joogi kara qof aan rabin jacayl magacii baa ba'ay marankiina ka haboob yiri cabdinuur jango axmed nuur jango jacayl magacii baa ba'ay marankiina ka haboob markuu aadan joogiye xaawo maxabadiisa marxab baa la oran jiray berigaasuu jacayl jiray jacayladii dhexna ayagana way fiicnaayeen anigan guurka hadda jiro been baa la isu sheegayaa durbo waa la isfurayaa waxaa keenayo beenta la isu sheegayo
Well, it does exist, but it's a relative term. You know what I mean? It's a relative idea. It's what kind of love are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Love.
Okay, so let's dissect it.